Winners don't lose.
Hey guys, welcome back to Never Stop Shooting. My name is Paul, and this is it. We're finally doing it. We have found, tracked down, and are now engaging against the Emerald City Ripper himself, Dr. Holmes. Or, they told me his actual name. He used to be a patient of Dr. Holmes, but instead took on Dr. Holmes's identity, killed, I'm assuming, Dr. Holmes, left his body there, and left his body there to be identified as, who he originally was, Fosberg or whatever. And now, we're going to take him down. Before you was a medical lab turned torture chamber. We're in the Mercy Mental Hospital. And they have been using these people as test subjects, it seems. The smell of old blood and decayed flesh permeates the room, as well as puppets. Puppets, human puppets. Gory stains speak of the body's fluids spilled out without regard for well-being or hygiene. There are bodies, probably former patients, trapped in hideous machines, enduring horrific experiments. The subjects you can see all appear dead. Any that aren't just wish they were. You've chased Holmes to his lair. Just as his face reveals an ugly soul, so does his safe haven, it would seem. Holmes, Silas, the Emerald City Ripper. The elf is a monster beyond compare. It's time to end this. Another intercom crackles at your elbow. One solid blow would offer a few moments of blessed silence, but this is also a rare chance to get a word in on the good doctor, who greets you with more of his chittering laughter. You are a persistent one, a fine specimen indeed. We both know how this ends, so let's get to it already. Patience, patience, we aren't done here yet. Pittizel subdues him. Oh, shoot. Oh no, I did bring her along. I was like, oh, so-and-so wanted to, Coyote I thought it was, wanted to be a part of this. Nope, it was in fact Shannon Halfsky, and she will get to be part of this. Pitzel, I'm guessing, is the orc. The troll. Holy crap. Are you Pitzel? Wearing hospital scrubs. Oh, you poor simpleton. I am so sorry for what's happened to you, for what you've been a part of without... And let's try to knock out some of his AP. Make sure he doesn't actually get a turn. 20 damage. There we go. That's more like it. Ah! Holy cow. And that was with a -1 to his AP already. He got 2 hits on me. Can't you do anything right, Pittizel? Do I want to take out Holmes? Yeah, I think I want to take out Holmes. Well, let's go ahead and reload. Oh, nicely done, sir. Oh, she lost an AP too. Ah, crap. I don't know if there's any point to using cover in this fight. He's hand-to-hand armor stripped. Holy crap, she's dazed. Oh, this isn't good. Oh, I went down. Shoot. We've healed ourselves up a little bit. So maybe, just maybe, things will go a little bit better this time. Oh, I'm on the ley line. Let's use it. Oh, I forgot to load. I like to reload my gun. Open up on him. Oh, you can hit 2 at once. Okay, if we move you to there, we can go ahead and use a fireball right there. Oof. That killed him. Alright. Pitezel is gone. Again, sorry Pitezel, I wonder if he ever actually, like, if Pitezel actually worked for Dr. Holmes, if he was actually one of the orderlies here, or if Pitezel just saw him as, like, an opportunity when he came in, you know, like, hey, I can use this guy to my advantage, right? Like, you know, here's another patient, but if I use the whole, what you call it on him? The puppetry thing, right? I can turn him into my puppet, and then bada bing, bada boom, I got myself an accomplice. Either way, I feel bad about that. I mean, I know he was trying to kill me, but he was only doing what he was told, and as a simpleton myself sometimes, I can appreciate that, you know? It's not like... It's not like he had a choice, really, in the matter. He killed your brother. Let's see if you can't finish him. You can't finish him. Okay. Well, I tried. I tried to make it thematic. But perhaps my Decker can manage to get him again. There we go. And the hired mage. Boom. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. I didn't take any damage that time. I don't know if I just did things better or what. Holmes drops to the ground, the light in his eyes fading fast. But something keeps the shriveled husk of his soul stuck to his mortal coil for a few moments longer. This is a place of broken things. I remake them. She asked me to remake her. He manages one more laugh, his glazed eyes rolling towards a workbench across the way. She was playing both of us. Ooh, action points upgraded. Your experience has increased your ability to operate in dangerous situations. Then, with a final bloody whimper, the Emerald City Ripper breathes his last breath. I'm gonna... Oh, no. Right, yeah. Skull just means I can summon things from there with a shaman, and I had a shaman, I didn't use her abilities. Whatever. Holmes's workbench falls somewhere between coroner's slab and medieval torture device. It is decorated in the many colors of death and littered with the instruments of that trade. To one side there is a leather-bound journal stuffed with uneven pages. To the other is a pucksec, its small screen still glowing. Beneath the bench is a rolled sheaf of papers held closed with tied length of surgical tubing. Investigate the workspace. The workbench has clearly played host to numerous bodies over its lifetime. It includes limb restraints as well as skeletal traction mechanisms. At this table, Holmes likely dismembered bodies, or quite possibly put them back together. The tackiness of the blood suggested it had been used relatively recently. Skim the journal. Oh, there's no one here. It's already gone. Whoever asked to be put back together is already gone. Leafing through the pages, you find few intelligible entries. Holmes may not have been a real doctor, but his handwriting certainly fits the stereotype. Stuffed in the last few pages is a copy of a disinterment order from a local cemetery with the grave's occupants marked Melinda Watts. What? Was it Melinda who was asked to be put back together? When Jessica said that it would not be a stretch or whatever to say that she sacrificed herself for Sam, that Sam used her. And from Sam, did he get his mother's liver? Is the mother's organs what's been being put back together this entire time? Was Jessica actually behind this all along? Access the Pocket Secretary. Holmes is still logged in, granting you access to his currently loaded files. Prominent among them is a hospital report from a donor program. It lists the organs beside the names and vital statistics of the recipients. Your eye catches Sam Watt's name beside the entry for liver. Also on the list are the Ripper's other known victims, along with several others who may have shared in the same fate. There's also a large sum of new yen, which can be easily transferred to your account. Examine the rolled sheet of paper. Unfurling the large sheet of paper, you discover a diagram of a human female form rendered to an impressive level of detail. It appears to be the blueprint for making Holmes's very own monster. What's going on? What? I'm so confused. I've got so many questions. Hi? We're just gonna go ahead and save the game here, I think. Okay. Jeez. These are just Bunraku. His chip slot is still fresh, the open wound pink and wet and lurid. His voice drips innuendo, but his eyes say nobody's home. Well, hello there. Do you come to play? Are you okay? How long have you been in here? Of course we're okay. We're ready for a little party. You want to have a little play party with me? Buyer name. She's assembled in a standard config. Face of a schoolgirl, body of a stripper. You'd need some thick beer goggles to miss the work she's had done. Persona fixed chip wiper. I wonder if I can... Yeah, let's erase the programming. His eyes focus and his hand raises slowly to touch his head wound. The fingers come away wet and sticky. Panic twitches at the corner of his mouth as he surveys the room. First you, then the girl, then down to his own body, which is no longer his. What did he do? What am I? He begins weeping, his body racked in great inconsolable heaving sobs. Oh, they put a different head on this body. They probably can, like, the body is probably a bunch of different bodies put together. Oh my goodness, this is disturbing. I don't know if I did the right thing. I mean, he's not going to be happy like this, to say the least, but I mean, isn't that better than not knowing? What would you prefer? You can tell me down in the comments. Would you prefer to just never know the terrible things that have been done to you and just live as like a puppet your entire life, or wake up and realize your entire body is a different person or different people? You've essentially been Frankensteined. I don't know which one's better. I think I'd prefer to know. As you approach the exit, you realize that Shannon lingers quite a few steps behind. Looking back, you see that she is half-turned, looking pensively towards the horror of Holmes's lab. Finally, seeing your eyes on her, she faces you and raises her head in a proud, almost defiant manner. We have done much good here tonight. We have removed 2 vile creatures from this world, and so ended a growing shadow cast upon this city. Our paths crossed and joined, and we did this thing together. But now here, our paths must divide. I could sure use your help with what's coming. I'm sure I could use your help with what I must do next. A distant cry of pain echoes down from somewhere above, and the young shaman pauses to listen to the tortured sound. There is still more work to be done for both of us, but what must be done differs for each of us. I came here to find justice for my brother, and that has been done. His spirit can now find rest. But there are other victims of the Ripper, both alive and dead, who still struggle to be at peace. Many of them are here in this place, filling the halls with their torment. I cannot leave them behind. But the spirits have something else in store for you, a different path. You must finish what you've begun. You must confront the first evil that fostered the one we have just ended. Yeah. He was hired to do this. I suppose I can respect that. Thank you. Thank you for everything. Because of you, my brother's killer has met swift justice, and justice of the only sort such a man as Holmes deserved. Death. I will now set to the task of healing those he has left behind. For every madman we face here tonight, there are dozens of innocent souls crying out in need. The spirits of the departed will also need help in the passing, or else I fear they may become like those we met in the hangar. They all deserve my help. What about Lone Star? They can't be far behind. When they enter that room back there, they will have no thoughts other than thoughts of promotion. With the Ripper in hand, my brother will be forgotten, along with all the other victims. But so too will I. They will not be a problem. Whether that's true or not, Shannon's confidence and very presence seem capable of making it true. Good luck to you, Killstealer. I hope you can find the same justice for your friend that I found for my brother. Thank you, Shannon. Alright guys, that's what we're calling it. We did it. We tracked down the Emerald City Ripper. Now we've only got to track down who it was who killed, or who it was who hired him. And I'm thinking that might be Sam's mother. But until next time, guys, make sure to like and subscribe, and be excellent to one another.